just going to run through the two teams with you. Playing for Gantoot in the white shirt this afternoon. In the number 1 position, Nasser Al-Shamsi. At 2, the young Argentine who's been playing very, very well. It's Santos Idiarte off a 1-goal handicap. Watch out for him. At 3, Cesar Crespo. He is wearing the maroon helmet there. I think he's in the 3 shirt. 4-goal Argentine, playing very, very well at the moment. And at the back, Manuel Togalino playing off a 6-goal handicap, and that makes Gantoot Polo a 12-goal side. Lining up against them this afternoon in the blue shirt, it's Bindrai Polo. At number 1, Mohamed Bindrai. In the 2 shirt, Bautista Alverde. At 3, Rashid Bindrai. And the number 4.
And the number 4 is Gregorio Gelosi off a 5-goal handicap, and Bindrai combined handicap total is just 10. So they're going to start with a 1.5 goals on the scoreboard before the ball is rolled in. 1.5 goals handicap start here to the blue shirts of Bindrai. Our umpire is Tim Bowen, who's just flown in from the UK. A high goal umpire, of course, with lots of experience, and alongside him an Argentine, Alex Roldan, also with plenty of years of playing and umpiring experience. So the 2 umpires going to keep the boys in check, no doubt about it. Looks like we're almost set here. Well, the field looks absolutely sensational, doesn't it? What a setting this is. My first time here at Gantoot Racing and Polo Club. I've heard all about it for many years from friends, and it really is quite sensational. The grandstand and the field looks absolutely perfect. Not sure if they've played much polo on it yet this season, but, well, it's the kind of field you miss the ball, you get a little bit worried, because there's no reason to be missing out here. Expect something fast and furious here, folks. Just waiting for one of the Bindrai team to come back onto the field. And it looks like we're going to be underway very shortly here. Teams lining up. Bindrai going from left to right as we look, and that's Crespo there. Thump forward nicely there for Gantoot. Tocolino on the march. Good defensive work here for Bindrai in the form of Gelosi. Gelosi down into the corner, a little tussle there and a scrap for possession. Bindrai coming away with the ball here in the form of Gelosi. Gelosi up over the 30-yard line, coming across the field and away from the danger zone. Tocolino comes across. Big ride off there between the 2 Argentines. Tocolino puts the brakes on there and spins it around the corner, pumps it forward. And this is a good break here. Oh, look at that, under the pony's neck and straight through, superb stuff. And Gantoot drawing first blood here with a superb goal. And it was all set up nicely by Tocolino. On the boards, came in with a big ride off, a little pass forward and a superb finish there under his pony's neck. Back underway, clash of sticks there in the middle. And it's come through the pack, picked up by Gelosi. He's got a little bit of protection here in the form of Alberti, who's taken Crespo out of the play, and that's bought his teammate a little bit of time here. Gelossi opens his shoulders and thumps that one long. It's going out to the right-hand side and coming down from a pretty height, dropping down in front of those players. Open backhander comes in there from Crespo. And a return backhander infield. Here comes Gelossi. Gelossi up in front of goal. Gelossi with a shot. Oh, he's pushed it wide there under a little bit of pressure. I think it was Iriarte coming across there to put the squeeze on him. And he's done enough to put him off, and that one's gone wide to the left. So the knock-in favour of Gantoot. 5 minutes remaining here in this first chukker. 4-chukker match, of course. First of this tournament. That's a superb hit. Hit long there by Togolino, superbly picked up. Look at this, Iriarte on the burst. He's already got one, he flicks it down towards goal. Oh, he's wide to the right, and the young Argentine will be disappointed with that. He's been clinical in the last couple of tournaments I've seen him play, but that one just out to the right, and the chance has gone. So possession will go back here to the blue shirts of Bindrai. Plays called by Alex Roldan. Nice lofted cut shot out to the far side, but it's been well marked here. Oh, a mistake there from Togolino in defence. Pump forward. Here comes Alberti on the chestnut. He's up over the halfway line. There's a loud cry there from someone. Open backhander comes in, and that'll turn the play. Look at this from Crespo. Gets man and then ball. Super stuff here from young Crespo. Cesar Crespo. Eventually taken out of the play, and the ball's been left nicely here for Gelossi. Gelossi with a little bit of time and space. Cuts it forward. That's a superb looking cut shot up to the front door, and they're bursting through here. Look at this. Bindrai up in front of goal. Oh, he's thrown his stick out the back to try and pick it up behind the pony, and unfortunately it's gone wide to the left and out of play. So with 3-2-1 left on the clock, we're going to have a quick free change. Players will come off and change their ponies and come back with a fresh mount.
Well, otherwise I go home. But I'm still billing them because I killed an afternoon. Thanks, mate. See if I can work out who's who. Gantoot in white. Yeah, I've worked that out. They're in blue. Yeah. Can't see the numbers. So when it's in drive to say it's dry. Yeah, it's quite hard. Gelosi's in the light coloured helmet doing most of the work. Yeah. As is Togolino. Crespo's got the maroon helmet. Yeah. I don't know. So Santos, you know, he's kind of green. Green helmet. Yeah. Okay. Any questions, let me know. Yeah, we'll do. No respect. All right, brother. Thanks, mate. So, ladies and gentlemen, both the teams back out on the field here now. The play to be brought back in by Togolino. Just waiting here for one of the Bindrai players to get themselves back on board again. Thanks very much, Teagues, for starting off the commentary with a bit of discombobulation to start with. So here we go. Togolino brings the ball into play, just dribbles it forward. Let's see where his marker is. Cuts this one out towards the Sheikh Zayed stand here now, and trying to get this one up for Crespo. Crespo checks up on the board. Hard pursued there by Bautista Alberti. Just flicks out the way, so Alberti just has to give him a little play. He has to make a play on that one there. He's told to do so by the umpire bound. Just comes off the back of the pony there of Bindrai. Trying to come onto it. There's Gelossi. Gulossi just gets unsighted on it slightly. It is Mohammed bin Dry, plays a near side backhand, setting it up here now for Bautista. Bauti on the play, tries to turn back inside, loses control at the hooking play, couldn't quite get it, but didn't quite get as much onto that as you'd like to do so. Crespo comes up onto this play here, picks it up. Tocolino looking for something, but the umpire's going to leave that one go because Crespo's on the rampage here going forward. Bin Dry comes up to it, Rashid couldn't quite get the backhand he was looking for. Crespo picks it up on the near side, getting dangerous towards goal. Over the top of it, the backhand comes in there by Mohammed, sending it out here now for Bautista. Bautista, a little bit too much pace, couldn't do it, but fortunate for him, we have Gulossi on the play, being marked there by Crespo. Couldn't quite get the hook in he was looking for, and that one there could. And the backhand comes in by Tocolino. Tocolino sends the backhand. It comes across the field here now for Gulossi and Crespo go hard at it. Good ride off there, out onto the boards, just checking up on the play. The pressure there on Gulossi. Gulossi makes a turning play, turns back inside, looking for a bit more space, trying to get himself straightened up, but the hooking is coming in. Still manages to keep this ball going forward, but he's going a little bit too far across the field rather than up the field. Goes for the cut shot, still towards the boards it comes on this one here, being marked closely there. Settles down, comes in on there, looking for the turning players, Nasser Shamsi, but nothing is going to be given. The whistle is silent. Stop playing for same for fouls and play polo. But we do have a whistle, but I think it's because of an injured player. Possibly Santos. Umpire's just discussing this one here. If there was, maybe there's a late whistle on that one there. Umpires out there on the field. Tim Ban from the HPA. Umpires all the high goal over there. And of course, Roland. Just explained to the teams now. No foul being given on that one there. They've offset the fouls. And we'll have a throw in. A little bit of discussion with the umpire, Tim Ban. Tim Ban just lined the two teams up. A little bit of indecision where the ball's going to be rolling from by the players. Umpire Ban bowls the ball back into play in the middle line. Now it is looking for something there. Nasser looks for the backhand, couldn't quite get hold of that one there as clear as you like because he got hooked off out of it. The backhand comes in there by Bin Dry, but it's Crespo tries to come away with it here. Crespo working hard, he just gets Nick stolen off him there, but coming up onto that one there. Nice little backhand there by Santos, and the backhand comes out towards the side, towards the Sheikh Zayed Stadium here now. Quickly onto that one. Crespo sends a nice backhand. Gulossi sends it in towards the middle of the field here now, but it's cleared up away from the face of goal for Gantoot. Gantoot checks, comes back inside. Coming back onto this one here is Crespo. He gets hooked off out of it in turn, but it's going to be Tocolino to come in and clean up once again. Tocolino on the far side of the field, looking to make some ground here. Can't get the big swing in there because he knows he's got that hooking stick in behind him there of Bin Dry. But it is going to be Tocolino. Keeps coming forward, waits for his man, comes onto the near side, yields off it, leaves it now for Nasser. Nasser sends that ball up forward, but it just ricochets off a pony. But it's being picked up here now by Sanders. But I think we've had a whistle on the play. So let's see what the umpires see on this one here. Still a little bit more discussion. Going to the third man. So the umpire's still discussing this one here now. Let's see what they decide on. It looks like there is going to be a penalty given here now. Or will they decide to roll this one in? I can hear umpire Bound just explaining a little bit there, but switching on to the near side with another player's coming up the line. Let's see what the final decision is, which will just come momentarily here now. And it's looking like no foul is going to be given. Ball back into play, quickly into play, back of the line, now it is, comes away with this one here, does Tocolino, but he gets it stolen off him there, gets his pocket picked there by Dry, gets cold to leave it, but keeps on going forward up with this play here now, checks up the pony, Crespo just waiting out there in front of him, and it is going to be coming on to it this time, it is, looking for the backhand, got a bit of an unfair, unintentional high hook it looks like, where they had the hook and it got caught up in the backswing. A little bit more discussion, but there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The first tutor's gone, and the score being Gantoot 1, 1.5 to Bindry on handicap. That's the end of the first chukker. 3 more chukkers left here to play as the teams just quickly leave the field of play to change ponies and get back out for chukker number 2. So 2 teams trying to come back out on the field here. Still a little bit of discussion going on from Bindry. I'm sure the umpires will set out the rules, as after all they're very competent and know exactly what they're doing, very experienced indeed. It looks like we have a ball being put down on the 60-yard line. So Gantoot coming back out on the field here in their white shirts with blue arms on them. So the ball being teed up here now by Tocolino on the 60-yard line. Now we're just starting looking to get chukker number 2 underway. Starting on a penalty 4 in favour of Gantoot, looking to get out into the lead here now. Manu Tocolino. Circles up onto this one here nicely. Over shoulder drives, executes a penalty beautifully, very consistent indeed, and once again it's another one, the flags are off, so 2 goals it is now to Gantoot, 1.5 to Bindry at the start of chukker number 2. The 2 teams make their way over the far side of the field here on the Sheikh Zayed field at Gantoot Racing and Polo Club. This being the first game of the Emirates Polo Championship International 2020. So the ball gets bowled back into play there by umpire Bam. Off the front line out it comes it here, but Crespo comes away with it here now for Gantoot. Crespo checks up on the play, hard ridden off, man on either side just trying to get hold of this. Crespo goes, takes his ball out to the balls, looking to turn back in towards the middle of the field. Does so. Bindry just having to yield off it. A little bit of a melee in there, but it looks like it's going to be Crespo to come away with this one here. Crespo going goal bound here now. Crespo making his way To the 60-yard line, but wide, coming in with a hooking play, flicks that one away, loses that one, it just comes off a pony, beautifully cleared away there by Bindrai, but it's only as far as Nasser. Nasser comes in with the open backhand, nice open backhand there by Nasser Shamsi. Shamsi's backhand though, picked up here by Golossi. Golossi takes it deeper down in his own territory here now, looking for a bit of space, in hot pursuit there is Santos to put some pressure on it, one side, the other side, and we get a whistle on the play. And it sounds like there's been a technical just being given there. A little bit too much chit-chat. Let's see what the umpires decide on this one here now. But it looks like we have been dry, retiring back behind the line. So it's either going to be a penalty 2 or penalty 3, and it looks like we have a penalty 3, a 40-yard penalty. Directly in front of goal. Defendable, of course. Players being able to come out from their back line once the ball's been struck. A lot of the players being quite cute nowadays, and they just walk up to the play rather than actually cantering. Let's see what Ticcolino does here. He's very successful with his penalties indeed. Normally does get there. A very good percentage hit rate. Toccolino cantering up to this one here, drives it high, it's over the top, no stopping that one. Goal number 3 on the board there for Gantoot. 3 goals it is to Gantoot, 1.5 to Bindrai. So back to the middle of the field on the far side once more, changing ends with 5:30 on the clock left to play here in Chucker number 2. So the two teams line up, ball gets bowled into play it is, front line up trying to pick up this one here now. It is the man for Bindrai, Golossi with Krepel. Krepel pushing, but he just gets pulled off out of it there, does Krepel. In comes Bindrai to do a marking job in here now, comes up forward, Golossi comes forward with the play, out on the far side of the field. On the far side from the grandstand, putting pressure on it there is Santos. Santos Iriarty, son of the great Tommy Iriarty. Comes under the neck there, there's Golossi. Nice centering play, it's going goal bound, but first onto this one here. It looks like it's going to be a nice backhand, but we get a whistle on the play. Let's see what the umpires decide, and it looks like we have Gantoot retiring back behind their line. Potentially the Gantoot player was not established enough on the line when other players were coming up behind directly on the line, and the umpires deciding he was impeding the play. So we have a spot penalty here now in favour of Bindrai. Penalty 2. Nice little walk up slap, true it goes, and there it is. 2.5 goals it is now to Bindrai, but it's still 3 goals for Gantoot. Just that half a goal margin. As the two teams make their way back towards the middle of the field once more. Ball back in play by umpire Bound. Out the line it comes from Bindrai's side, but it's going to be stolen well there by Toccolino. Toccolino got on the break here. Golossi going back after him, but Toccolino's on the move. Up over the 60-yard. Golossi trying to get to him, but it looks like it's Toccolino. One more tap, and there it is. Flags aloft. That's how you do it from Manu Toccolino. 4 goals it is now to Gantoot. 2.5 to Bindrai. Straight off that line out, quick as a flash, not wasting any time. Sharp as Manu Toccolino. I think he might be looking to change ponies, but his pony's gone back to the pony line possibly. Never mind. So the ball back into play quickly, not wasting any time. Out it comes here now. This time it is going to be Bindrai coming away with it this time. Bindrai comes with the play, looking for the shot. Here's a call, gets it, in comes a driving shot there. No, that was Bautista. Bautista's ball in towards the goal, not just in, it's straight through the goal. A beautiful goal there. Bautista already. 3 goals from the Argentine. Taking the score now back to within half a goal. That's the handicap difference in this between these two teams, 12-goal team and a 10-goal team. And I think we all need all know the math. So, just asking for a free change. Players leaving the field to play to quickly go and change ponies. Man who possibly speaking to the umpire thinking I had actually called for one earlier, but nothing was given when he was looking for one. So quickly off the field they are to change ponies. And going back to it, I said about the math with regard to the handicap difference. 2 goals of difference, times by 6, divided by 4. Giving Bindrai the half goal advantage at the start of this match. So 2 teams back out on the field here to get Chucker number 2 back underway again. Umpire Bowen just lining the 2 teams up. Still a bit of discussion. There's quite a lot of chit-chat going on in this game. So it is, ball back into play. Once again, off the front of the line out here. Coming away with that one there was Bindrai. Taken off him now by Kreppel. Kreppel comes away with it, turns away, back inside, turning the circle. In comes the hooking play. 2 players there on him. He gets the better of it there, and Bindrai comes away with this one here, sitting, but Kreppel back onto this one here for Kreppel. On the play. Kreppel takes it forward. Backhands into traffic here. Kreppel looking for a little bit of space. He knows he's got Bindrai, flicks it up past him. Bindrai possibly got the better of him on that one there. But we have a whistle on the play. Looks like we had a situation where Kreppel leaning out for it, the hook came in and it just caught him. But let's see what the umpires decide. It looks like this one's getting moved up here now for a penalty in favour of Gantoot. But it looks like they're moving this one further, not to penalty 4. They could be moving this one up. There's still a little bit of chit-chat, bit of condescension towards the umpires. And we have a penalty 2 in favour of Gantoot. Looks like we might have another technical out there. Did I see a yellow card just being flashed? And that is why we have a penalty 2. Have to learn these guys. So Tokolina up to this one here now, gets it, strikes it beautifully once more, and through the goals it is for another one on the board there for Gantoot. 5 goals it is now to Gantoot, 3.5 to Bindrai. So 2 teams back to the middle. Boys need to get a little bit of hush on it. As I say, you need to play polo with fire in your veins, but you've got to have ice in your brain. You've got to keep a lid on it, got to keep it cool. Oh dear, there's another whistle going on out there. And a little bit of discussion. Umpire Ban just laying down the rules, laying down the law. He's dealt with many egos in the past, and I'm sure it'll be a piece of cake for the walk in the park him here this afternoon. And there it is, the ball into play. Comes away with it now, Doug Kreppel. Kreppel comes away with the play on the far side. Checks up on the ball here now, looking for something there, Mohammed bin Dry, but no. The whistle will remain silent as Kreppel goes past his next man there in the form of Arashi. Comes up, but it's just pushed a little bit far, allowing Golossi to come in with the backhand. The backhand picked up, intercepted there by Tocolino. Deflects it, changes the line, flicks it forward once more, gets told to use the ball, does so, sends it goalward bound. Goalward bound, my giddy aunt, it's straight through the goals once more there for Manu Tocolino. 6 goals to Gantoot. 3.5 to Vindrai. So 2 teams lining up, changing ends. Umpire Ban just looking for a vague resemblance of a gap so he can try and get this ball in. There are a couple of white lines on the ground. That's what they should be either side of this. Ball back into play it is. Coming off with it here now. Kreppel gets a little bit of that one there, but it looks like it is Iriarty on the play. The backhand comes in. My Bautista, but coming away with it. The ball scoots off out the side. We got another whistle on that play. Gantoot have moved up the field. Let's see what they decide. Gantoot will be a little optimistic. The umpires decided no, it wasn't really enough momentum going forward, and it was also going out towards the sideline. So therefore, we'll be having a spot penalty here now. Penalty 5 rather, in favour of Gantoot. Tocolino does have the reach. It is into the wind. Or this slight breeze here on Sheikh Zayed Field. This glorious winter afternoon. About 28 degrees it was a little bit earlier today. Probably about 25 now. Nice cooling breeze, perfect polo conditions. Tocolino opts to tap it, takes it up towards his marker this time. Oh, just scurries that one up over the top there, trying to get that one wide, looking to come back onto his own play here now. Vindrai can't quite come into that one there. Tocolino just moves it forward. He's going to get told to use it. Does so. Changes the angle. Sends this one in. Ricochets. Comes off the pony. Golossi comes away with the play here quickly now. Golossi up on the move. Golossi coming forward. Takes Tocolino. Tocolino is working hard there on Golossi. Golossi coming sideways. The first 2 to go. He's got to work his magic here as Golossi. If he's going to get away through here now. Does so. Uses the pony up on the move here. Nicely there goes Golossi. Golossi comes forward with it. Under the neck he goes with that one there to the back of the knee as it were on about the 40-yard line. Who's going to be first onto it here now? Looks like it's going to be Kreppel. Gets left. Tries to make the hooking play. Couldn't do so. Nasser couldn't get a lump of that one either, but it looks like it's good. Golossi coming onto it. Gets his play spoiled. And the first onto this one here looks like it's going to be Santos. Santos comes away with it here. Santos hooked off out of it. But supporting. There goes the second hooter, ladies and gentlemen. The ball will lie dead as we will start chucker number 3 from where the play stopped. That there will end chucker number 2, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of discombobulation there in the ranks of Gantoot for a moment, but managed to regain. Every time they tried to come away with it, they got hooked out. Good attack, good work there by Bindrai. So 2 teams leave the field of play. Maybe a little bit more of a break here now, slightly longer break. People getting up. Thank you very much indeed. To stretch their legs, tread in a few divots to keep this field in perfect condition. The 2 teams have a quick chat, a few tactics to be talked about, and then back out to start chucker number 3.
Gracias de este evento sea maravilloso.
And it takes time. It takes 6 weeks. Muscle and bone take longer. Muscle takes longer than bone. So, ladies and gentlemen, the two teams back out of the field here now. If we can just clear the field, thank you very much indeed to those who are upstanding and walked onto the field to tread in those divots. It's always greatly appreciated. Keeps the field in as good condition as possible. Makes the play better, smoother, faster, cleaner. So Bindrai back out in the field. Gantoot just coming out on the field here now. And we'll get to chucker number 3 underway. 6 goals in its Gantoot, 3.5 to Bindrai. Some tactics will have been spoken about there in their camps, and I'm sure Bindrai will have a new plan of attack to try and thwart these attacks from the mighty Gantoot. So two teams lining up on umpire band. We'll just have to wait a moment whilst the ground crew just exit the field of play, and we also get a goalpost re-erected. So the goalposts up, teams are lined up. There it is, ball's back into play it is, off the back of the line out, coming with it from Tocolino, but it looks like Golossi stole that one out from underneath his nose. Golossi straightens himself up towards goal, looks to drive this one through the traffic, but you can't put it through. The horses charges in, looks for something out of that one there, couldn't get it. The backhand comes in by Crespo, tries to come in, make another sporting play, but we get another whistle on it. A little bit of desperation, and the umpires are going to give a penalty here now in favour of Bindrai. A penalty too. Bindrai looking for another one on the board to close that gap, get themselves back in contention and see if they can get control of this game once more. Baptiste Alberti circling around onto this one here now. Drives his shoots, doesn't get that one as clean by like to, looks to the heavens, but unfortunately God's not going to help you here this afternoon as the ball just trickles wide out towards the left-hand side. So the ball's placed down the back line for Gantoot, bring back into play in the form of Mano Tocolino. Tocolino taps it forward once more, up towards his marker. This time goes with the driving shot, nice clean shot. You see that he just hangs his mallet in the air, momentarily waiting before dropping it down beautifully as he does, and sends this ball up forward, very accurate indeed. Just comes off the back of the pony there, gets the backhand in there, does Santos' backhand up there for Tocolino. Tocolino on the boards, checks up, pulls the ball off the boards here now, comes away with it here. Bautista trying to come with him as well, but the little bit of backhand left, a little backhand there for Crepo. Crepo sends it driving up through, trying to set up Tocolino, but it looks like it's Golossi onto this one here. The backhand comes in once more. Reciprocates, sends it back, but puts it only as far as Crespel. Crespel comes forward with the play here now. Crespel making the turning play. Crespel comes away with this one here now. Ball just bobbles up at the end of his stick, just settles down, pauses slightly, comes forward once again, gets hooked off out of that play. But in behind there is Gantoot in force, lining up behind to give each their teammates some support. It is going to be Iriarty, yields off it, leaves it as Crespel. Crespel comes around once again with his play, faces up towards goal. The pressure, the defence is good here by Gantoot, by Bindrai, but it's Crespel drives in towards the goal and puts it away. Lovely goal. He had to work hard for that one there for Cesar Crespel. Another long blow on the whistle there. I'm not quite sure what that one's about. And the two teams this time will line up on umpire Roldan in front of us here at the Sheikh Zayed stand. Ball back into play, frontal line out, just gets stopped there, but it's going to be Tocolino gets hold of that one, but up in the air it comes now towards us here now. Backhand gets hooked off out of it there by Tocolino, but it's now quickly picked up here by Rashid Bindrai. Rashid on the play. Yields off it, leaves it for Golossi, waiting for him though, Crespel. Crespel just waits for him there, goes the driving shot, does. Golossi does as much as he'd like to do so. The backhand comes in, comes off the pony there, just open ball here now. First onto it is going to be Tocolino. Tocolino comes to the backhand, the clash of mallets. The ball goes up forward and up in the air, but Tocolino managed to regain possession once again on his near side, out towards the side, but good pressure on him there. Tries to pick this ball up on the near side, goes back stick side again. He's getting pushed and ridden off hard out of that play. The ball out there towards balls, but somehow it's that man Tocolino comes up with again. There's a swarm of blue shirts all around him, but this Bautista comes away with it, but only as far as Crespel. Crespel makes turning play, gets intercepted again, sends it up forward once more. Does. Tocolino, the backhand comes in by Bautista, but only as far as Tocolino. A little bit of bitty up and down and backwards and forwards, but no real distance being gained on this one. Trying to come forward up onto the play, but being blocked off out of it there was Tocolino. Tocolino yields off that play. Now in turn, it is going to be Bindrai who yields off it. Leaves it now for Tocolino. Tocolino going goalward bound. He is all on his own here now. It's an open cut shot. What can he do with this one? No, he cuts this one out towards the boards here now, across the face of his own goal. Tocolino comes up onto that one there, looking for a little bit of something there, but he was a mile off the line. Then it is going to be Nasser Al-Shamsi, checks up on it, goes to the one-time shot, sends this one up forward, looking to send this one up for Santos. Santos comes in, avoids the hooking play, got a little bit too much wood, but not quite enough direction on it, just drifts out over the back line. So the ball will be placed on the back line to the rather verbose Golossi. Golossi brings it into play. Taps it up forward once again, keeps it moving forward, no challenge, no pressure, no hassle, goes up forward with it, didn't quite get as clean shot as he'd like to do so. Crespel just settles him down onto this one here now, puts the pressure on and comes in, rides him off to Golossi. Golossi steals that one away from him. Golossi from the other side of the balls, couldn't quite pick it up on the near side, but Bautista comes in, feeds that ball up a little bit further once again. First up onto this one here, it is going to be Tocolino looking for both players, couldn't quite get either of them there, but it's going to be Bautista, near side it is. The backhand comes in by Nasser Al-Shamsi, but the ball carries out over the back line. It looks like at 2:53 on the clock we've asked for a free change. Gantoot quickly down to their camp to change ponies. Gantoot coming towards the Dubai end of the field. So the ball's placed down there on the back line for Gantoot to bring back into play. It'll be in the form of Manu Tocolino. So, of course, just a reminder to everybody here at Gantoot Racing and Polo Club, this is the first game of the Emirates Polo Championship International. The first game being played here on the Sheikh Zayed field. The sponsor, of course, being the governing partner, the Abu Dhabi Sports Council, the Emirates Polo Association, Capex.com, your trusted platform for trading in global markets, and Paris Reverie. This is the 20th edition of the Emirates Polo Championship International under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Falah bin Zayed Al Nahyan. And thank you very much for all tuning in. Like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel at Gantoot Racing and Polo Club. And don't forget to follow us on the Instagram page, Gantoot Polo, for more exciting prizes and giveaways coming soon. So two teams on the field, play being called. It's Tocolino comes away with it here now. Tocolino sends a good driving shot, looking to get that one up the front door, but it looks like there's a swarm of blue shirts onto it first in the form of Golossi. Golossi being pressurised there by Nasser Al-Shamsi. Golossi up onto his near side here, turns back inside, goes stick side again, just avoiding the hook there from Nasser. Nasser comes in, puts a spoiling play onto him, but he managed to regain possession once again, but this time it's going to be Nasser. Now yields off it, leaves it there for Crespo sends a driving shot out the front door. Who's got the legs? Who's out there first? The first person up on this one looks like it's going to be Nasser. Nasser comes forward up on this one, looking to put this one away. Nice driving shot by Nasser, but oh, it just goes wide. Wide to the left it is. Hurrying, pushing to get out there ahead so he can get his free swing, and he ends up, unfortunately, just a little bit too much rushing, and he couldn't quite get it through the goals, but it's going to be brought back in here by Golossi. Golossi's ball only as far as Crespo. Crespo back onto it, couldn't get the backhand, but quickly rounds a flash onto it here. Now goes Crespo. Crespo looking to weave his way through these blue shirts, goes with the driving shot, but he hits the traffic. Couldn't pick it up there. Good Nasser, but it's going to be Santos. Santos comes forward, peppering this goal, but again it goes to the left. Ay, ay, ay. Pressure on here by Gantoot on this bin dry goal. Golossi brings it back off his own back line once again, looking to clear it away and get down the other end as quickly as he can. Comes under the neck here, this time out towards here on the Sheikh Zayed field. For Rashid, sends it forward. Comes up with him is Tocolino. Nice play, puts it onto his near side. Does Mohammed rather, kicks hold of it. It's going to be Bautista. Bautista couldn't get hold of that one cleanly. Gets picked off out of it there. Sent up forward once there by Mohammed. Couldn't get the next one, but in goes Rashid. Rashid sends it up forward out the front door, but it looks like the front door's being closed by Gantoot once again. Nice tail backhand there. Swinging around onto it. This one quickly is going to be Crespo. Crespo comes onto it. Sends it up the field, but Golossi on the recipient end of that one there. It is Golossi. Golossi comes away. Golossi trying to avoid the hooking play and the work there from Tocolino. The backhand comes in. It is, but it's only as far as Crespo. Crespo flicks this one in towards the middle field. Ricochets off the pony there from Rashid, and he straightens this one up here now. Sets himself up, tops that ball a bit, and only gets it as far as Santos. Santos in turn sends it up here. Tocolino straightens himself up onto this one. There goes the first suitor. He's got 30 seconds, but he's got time. He needs to get this one underneath the neck and get himself straightened up. In comes a good hooking play there. Backhand. Nicely played there by Santos. And under the neck here it goes by Crespo. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's gone wide. The pressure on this goal. There's a defence shield around it. And unfortunately, once more, in vain. No goal scored. 7 goals it is, though, at the end of Chukka number 3 to Gantoot. 3.5 to Bindrai. So the two teams going back out here onto the field for chucker number 4. In our first match in the Emirates Polo Championship International on the Sheikh Zayed field at Gantoot Racing and Polo Club. The sponsors being the governing partner, Abu Dhabi Sports Council, the Emirates Polo Association, CAPEX, your trusted platform for trading in global markets. And of course, Paris Reverie. It is under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Falah bin Zayed Al Nahyan. And thank you all very much for tuning in onto Polo Line. Like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel and Gantoot Racing and Polo Club. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, where there are many exciting prizes and giveaways coming soon. So Gantoot back out on the field here to get chucker number 4 underway. Players called for Bindry's Gregorio Glossi to bring it back into play. Where's he going with this one here? Across the face of his own goal. No, straightens this one up. Waiting for him there is Crespo. Kenz's driving shot sends away from Crespo. Puts this one up forward. Tocolino can't come onto that play. And come Bindry. Bindry comes onto it. Couldn't quite pick that one up cleanly like to, but it's going to be Crespo. Crespo turns around up onto this one here. Looks to see where the goal is. Goes for a long range shot in towards goal. And he says, thank you very much indeed. I don't need to run that one. I can hit a ball so sweetly. A beautiful goal there by Cesar Crespo. 8 goals it is now to Gantoot. 3.5 to Bindry. Two teams back to the middle field here now for Alejandro Rolly to bowl the ball back into play. Two teams lining up, ball back into play it is. Out the back of the line out, nice and clean he comes, Galossi, nice driving shot out towards the far side, puts the hammer down, he's up on the move here now, but Tocolino's going back there with him, he's pace for pace, checks up deep down into the corner there, there's Galossi, pushes him wide, turns around back onto this play and towards the balls, Pony goes the other way, but it's going to be left now for Tocolino. Tocolino comes on, away with this one here, and we get a whistle on the play. Looks like that ball had actually come out over the back line, so it'll be brought back in here by Gantoot Racing and Polo Clubs. Tocolino drives a beautiful ball up the field here out towards the far side, trying to get that one up there for Santos. Santos ridden off out of it by Galossi. Galossi up on his near side here now. Santos still in there working hard with him. It is going to be Galossi comes away with the play. Galossi comes away with it, tries to get the hook in. Does Santos, but it's picked up here there by Bindry. Backhand by Santos looking to set up Nasser, but first onto it is going to be Bautista's backhand open out there towards Galossi. Galossi picks it up here now. Galossi mounting attack in here and towards goal, but he's got a swarm of white shirts all around him here now. Just queuing up, waiting to have a go and see if they can take this ball from him, but he gets ridden off half out of that play there. And he still managed to keep possession. No, loses it here now, but it's going to be Crespo comes away with it. Galossi back in tension, tries to come back onto this play, working hard up onto that one, up onto the boards, tries to pick it up. A little bit of blocking there, and we get a whistle on the play. Maybe not so much blocking, possibly just a little bit of slipping in front of the player. Another Bindry player coming around on the near side trying to take the play when to play the advantage it had to be a Gantoot play, and with a little bit of verbiage evidently coming back off it, a little bit of chit chat once more. Destroying their game. The ball gets moved from the halfway line up for a 60-yard penalty. So the ball being teed up here by Mano Tocolino with Cesar Crespo. He's there with him at the penalty 4. I think there might have been another card just thrown out there as well. Somebody might be sitting on the side of the field for a cup of tea in a minute if they're not careful. Tocolino comes up to this one, lofts that one high. Is it straight enough? Let us see. It might have just drifted wide. Unfortunately, it just drifted wide. All the distance in the world. Beautiful elevation, but unfortunately, just out towards the right. 8 goals it is still then to get Gantu. 3.5 to Bindrai, and the ball's on the back line being picked up, cleaned up, and brought in quickly here now by Golossi. Golossi sends it out towards the side. First on to this one is going to be Santos. Santos, nice clean straight backhand out there for Crespo. Crespo, a pressure on him there. Backhand comes in by Golossi. Golossi's backhand out towards the side here now, up on the near side. Comes away with this one here. The Rashi picks this ball up. Couldn't quite pick it up cleanly as it snuggled into the boards then. The pressure is on him. It's now picked up here by Bautista. Bautista comes away with this one here. Just leaves that one behind. Unfortunately, on that occasion, it's going to be Crespo. Own backhand, sends it up, looking to set it up there for Nasser. Nasser couldn't pick that one up clearly on this occasion here, but it's going to be Bindrai to pick up the play. Turns it round, sets it towards goal. He's got Crespo in front. Comes up forward on it, puts it onto the near side of Crespo. Swaps from one side to the other side, gets the backhand in onto that one there. In the first round onto it is going to be Nasser Al-Shamsi. Nasser gets that shot away and out it goes. Coming up onto it though is going to be Golossi to clear it off out the way. The pressure's on by Santos. Santos Iriarty keep working hard on Golossi. Keeps on going forward with it though, does Golossi. Onto his near side. Beautiful play there by Gregorio Golossi. Making ground, taking cover, gets hooked off out of it there by Tocolino, and the backhand comes in nicely by Santos. Good trusting play there by Tocolino for Santos, his young man Santos Iriarty from the Argentine. It was stuck on the boards at the moment, but this time it's unleashed here by Crespo. Crespo sends it up, but only as far as Bindrai. The backhand comes in, but it's intercepted here this time. Now by Tocolino. Tocolino looking for something out of that one there. Optimistically was Golossi, but nothing given as we go forward up onto it here now. Going forward in towards goal it is, but the backhand comes in across face from it there. Backhand is cleared away, but it's now going to be settled down onto it nicely there by Nasser. Nasser just puts it away, stick and balls it all the way home. Nasser Al-Shamsi puts goal number 9 on the board there for Gantoot. 9 goals it is to Gantoot. 3.5 to Bindrai. And we have a free change. So the free change, just over halfway through this chukker. 9 goals it is to Gantoot, 3.5 to Bindrai. So Bindrai coming back out in the field here now for the line out. For umpire Roldan to get this back underway once more here in chukker number 4. Ball back into play, in the line out it is, comes through the line out here for Crespo. Crespo picks it up here. Crespo gets this ball up now for Nasser, sends it up forward. Does Tocolino trying to get it up for Nasser, but it couldn't quite get to him. It's going to be Bautista. Bautista comes in, gets hooked off out of that play. The ball gets flicked up forward. Once again, we get a hook in on that play. Hooked again. Does Tocolino, working hard. The ball gets flicked out to one side here. Once again, the backhand comes in, but coming around onto his Nasser, try and clean it up. But it looks like it's going to be Bautista to pick up the play here now. Bautista Alberti flicks this ball up forward, trying to avoid the hook there. Comes forward once again, leaves it for Bindrai, a little bit of a belly shot there by Nasser Shamsi, very effective indeed, but first back round up onto this one here is going to be Glossy, checks up, turns around once again, comes up, must be getting dizzy out there, comes up forward onto this one here, looks for a little bit of something not going to be happening out of that one there, unfortunately for old Birdie, picks it up to clean it up once again now for Bindrai, set up the play, leaves it, now for Hamid, picks up the play here now. Bindrai, open shoulder, beautiful lofted driving shot, played like a pro up over the 60-yard line, trying to get this one up to the front door for his brother. Gets a nice little tickle of that one there, but the pressure's on, tries to come back onto it. There's a bit of a mess there in front of the goal. It looks like the ball's just going to go through the goal, and it does in the form of Golossi, coming in at pace to clear it all up in support. Gregorio Golossi, goal number 4 on the board there for Bindrai. 4.5 goals is Bindrai. 9 goals to Gantoot. We get a whistle on the play. One of the umpires comes back with one of the other players. Possibly got a bit of a bash or a thump in there, one of the Bindrais. So the ball back into play, out the line out it comes here now, picked up here by Golossi on the near side in support with him is Bautista peels off out of that play, trying to look after Tocolino, in comes Golossi, nice driving shot out the front door but doesn't quite get as far, but it's a little bit wide there for Bindrai to come on to, out on the wing, he picks this one up here now, just gets hooked off out of that play, trying to turn back into it, but he managed to retain possession once again, Bindrai, but it looks like it's Crespo come away with the play here now, Crespo loses that play there now for Bindrai up on this near side, but it looks like Crespo's working hard and trying to get hold of it, the blue shirts are all there around him, looking to make a driving play, does so, sends this ball up the field here this time, but I think we've got a whistle on the play, and well, the whistle had gone before the hooter, so let's see what the umpires decide. Players are congratulating each other and saying thank you very much indeed. The umpires will still discuss what needs to be done because there needs to be a few seconds to actually finish the play. It looks like we are going to continue. The ball will be placed down here by umpire Roldan. Hold on, guys. Wait a moment. Ground crew, wait a moment. The game is not over. Unless they decide to concede. Well, it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it. The end of the first match in the Gantoot Racing and Polo Club Emirates Polo Championship International here on the Sheikh Zayed field. It was played between Gantoot and Bindrai. Gantoot running out the winners, 9 goals to 4.5 for Bindrai. Once again, we'd like to thank all the media and sponsors for this event, with our sponsor, of course, being the governing partner, Abu Dhabi Sports Council, Emirates Polo Station, Capex.com, your trusted platform for trading in global markets, and Paris Reverie. The Emirates Polo Championship, of course, is under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Falah bin Zayed Al Nahyan. And thank you for tuning in. Share, like, subscribe our YouTube channel, Gantoot Racing and Polo Club. And don't forget to follow on Instagram, Gantoot Polo, for lots more exciting prizes and giveaways coming soon. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much indeed. We look forward to seeing you on Thursday for our next match, Thursday the 10th, here at Gantoot Racing and Polo Club.